So, where should this little tension plate be? Should it be bumped up here? Oops, sorry. Should it be bumped up against the wall like this? Should it be out here at the maximum? Where should it be? It should be in the middle. In the middle, so that way if you have to tension your springs and you shove it this way, if you have to loosen your springs, you bring it out this way. But clearly, if your plate is out here, then you can't move it forward anymore. You can't tension your springs. So what you do is you put it in the middle position and you tune to whatever pitch you want, E or E flat or drop D or whatever you want, and that way you have adjustment back and forth. Now, what is that middle position? The middle position is half of the screws. Sorry. Half of the screws. So the screws from here to here, those are just the lead screws. So they don't grab anything. They just get the screw into the wood. That's all they do. So all the real work happens from here to there. So you take that distance, you divide it by half, roughly about here. So from here all the way up to here should be inside the guitar body. So what that would look like is something like this. Roughly about there. Oops, let me get my fat fingers out of the way. Roughly about there. Half the threads. And so what that would do is place your... I'm going to have to put the camera down for a second. Okay, we're back. It would place the tension plate right around where you see it there. So half the threads should be in, half the threads should be out, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Just get close. Just so long as you have enough adjustment to go back or forth as you need to. And of course that will always change depending on that distance it may wind up not being half, and it may not wind up being parallel. Sometimes you have to shift them this way. There's some funny tunings that cause more tension on some strings than others. So in those cases it won't be parallel. It might be off to an angle like this. So anyway, and then also depending on the gauge of your string, and then the length of your guitar neck. In your case, it's 25.5 inches. That helps to determine, the final position here. But roughly, it's half the length of the working threads. Okay, so we exclude the lead thread to the pointy threads in the beginning, and then it's at the end of the thread, where my thumb is right now. That's the end of the working thread. So you take that distance and divide it by half, and you just kind of put it into your body like that. That's where your plate should be.